1 respectively.
All right, this is what you've been waiting for. We start in Madison tonight. David Lloyd making a trip back to JP2 as his Raiders went up against the Falcons. Raiders up 7-0. Looking for more. William Mitchell calling his own number and finds the end zone right here. Extra point was good. 14-0. Randolph. As these fans are looking on, and I don't know, is that more of like bringing the boom to the game? They're dressed up as firecrackers. Ensuing kickoff, Falcons respond. Jordan Brown taking the kick all the way back for a touchdown. That makes it 14-7. Randolph, they weren't phased at all. Graham Beatty carrying the Raiders down the field with the score to put his team up 21-7 at that point. Let's check out your final score as Randolph goes on to win by a final of 49-10. Next week, the Raiders will take on Pisgah while JP2 has a bye. An all-Madison matchup as Madison Academy took on Madison County. Mustangs offense exploded for 35 points by the second quarter, and it just wasn't looking good for the Tigers. Roman Jenkins just cannot secure the football right here, but he is able to fall on it as the band rolls through and has a great halftime performance. Mustangs continuing to gallop down the field. Charleston Owens hands it off to Daniel McCauley. He weaves his way through the defense for a touchdown at 42-0. In the third quarter, it's more of the same. Once again, the Tigers fail to have any meaningful advances, and that Madison Academy defense, it was just tough tonight. Let's check out your final score from Gurley this evening. Madison Academy goes on to win by a final score of 49-7. Next week, the Mustangs will take on Arab, while Madison County, they will take on Ardmore. All right, we're just getting started right here on First Down Friday night. Coming up next, we'll dive into the ranks of Class 6A. Among those games is our First Down Friday night game of the week. We're heading to Athens. We'll hear from Nick, and Simon will join me next too. Stay tuned.
Skincare can start in the laundry room. That's why I always recommend All Free Clear for sensitive skin. It's free of dyes and perfumes.
It's a key part of my self-care routine and is gentle for my skin and hers too.
For an effective clean that's gentle on skin, all you need is All Free Clear.
If you've been dreaming of RV travel, now's the time to shop. The huge Motto Year closeout sale is finally here. Like this 2024 Keystone Montana, slashed over $24,000 off. With designer touches and 3 slides, this fifth wheel is a super value. Or check out the 2024 Springdale Mini that sleeps 5 on sale for only $13,586. Shop now to save thousands.
The only way to go is in a Bankston motorhome.
Hey Lexus, show alternate routes.
Future. Sometimes it's a work in progress. Other times it's pretty well thought out. The tech forward and tech ready Lexus NX.
Regenesis is Alabama's premier stem cell therapy center. Dr. Casey Wardensky on the Regenesis difference.
Regenesis is the place to go if you want to save your joints, you want to have minimal downtime. If what you're doing in life is important and you don't want to be putting aside the things you love, this is the place to come to maintain your youth and to put more life in your years.
Free yourself of pain with Regenesis. Call or click today to make your appointment with Dr. Charles Lee.
Royal crispy wraps, eat it with the meal or have it as a snack. Only $2.99. It's a hunger hack and it fits in one hand. At BK, have it your way.
If your water heater can't keep up and the morning race to the shower has become a contact sport, you can end the family feud with a new tankless water heater from Best Care Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Call now and get endless hot water for only $99 a month. Remember, when it comes to your comfort, you deserve the best.
Fox 54 7-day forecast is sponsored by Best Care Home Services.
Welcome back, everyone. Of course, we're blazing the trail during week 4 of the high school football season. Now to show you how everything went down on these high school football fields on this lovely but humid Friday night.
Yeah, and our high school football coverage continues with a big battle in Class 6A over in Athens. More on that. Let's check in with Nick Kuzma.
Now, First Down Friday night game of the week.
Our first down Friday night game of the week brought us to Limestone County, Athens to be exact, as the Golden Eagles took on an opponent they've never faced before in Jasper, while also trying to move to 4-0 for the first time since 2006. Let's get to the action. Athens up big at halftime, and now they add to the lead. Brogan Gross hands it off to Xavier Edwards, and he's in, stretching across the goal line. And on top of his blockers, touchdown Athens. The Golden Eagles lead 43-14. The ball goes back to Jasper, and they show fight. Excellent catch by Brody Garrett to move the sticks. Don't tell the Vikings this one's over. They want some more. But soon after, the Golden Eagles swarm the backfield. And down goes the QB. It's Gavin Rodriguez in for the sack. It's a big loss for Jasper, and eventually they will bring out the field goal unit. The Vikings kicking it about the 25-yard line. And it's blocked. Athens turns Jasper away, so the Golden Eagles will take over. They churn out an impressive drive, and there's nothing wrong with wanting a little more. DeMarcus Malone gets the rock. Touchdown, Athens. We have ourselves a 50-burger, and Athens wins in a rout, 50-20. And head coach Cody Gross told us what he loves so much about this team after the game.
I like being around them, and that may sound weird. You love all your teams. Some of them are a little hard to like. And these guys, and why do I like them? Because they love each other. They love football. They love seeing each other have success. They're fun to be around. They play extremely hard. They're coachable. I can go on and on talking about them. It is a really, really special group of young men.
With the victory, Athens moves to 4-0 overall, 2-0 in conference play. The Golden Eagles are 4-0 for the first time since 2006. That's when the team last won a state championship. Next up for the Golden Eagles, they're going to be right back here, taking a little break from region play, but playing a team from right here in North Alabama as Hazel Green comes to Athens Stadium. From Athens Stadium, I'm Nick Kuzma, Fox 54 Sports.
All right, over in Decatur, the Red Raiders welcome the Hartselle Tigers. Things will start off a little bit slow for Decatur in quarter number one, as we're going to see Zane Pointer here with a little quarterback keeper action, trying to find some space. He's wiggling around, but he's eventually brought down by the defense. Decatur's not able to convert a first down on the first drive. It'll be this blocked punt that you see here on fourth down that would set up Hartselle with a look at the end zone. Great field position. They call it special teams for a reason, Mo.
Correct.
But the Tigers, they wouldn't convert on this drive. Later in the first, Noah Lee with a toss out to Carter Lee, who finds an opening, but so did the Decatur defense, and he's brought down. A little later, Lee with a handoff to Jaheim Pruitt, and up the field he goes. He'll set up a first in-goal situation, moving the chains by way of the rush. The rest was easy. Handoff goes to Chandler Keel. He'll take it in for 6. The kick after it would be good. Hartselle would go up 9 points after scoring a safety in the ensuing drives. All right, let's take a look at your final score in this one. Hartselle goes on to win 50-burger, 5-0. Next week, Hartselle's at Woodlawn, while Decatur, they're in Huntsville, taking on Lee.
Speaking of the city of Huntsville, Lee celebrating homecoming at Milton Frank tonight as they took on Buckhorn. Congratulations to Sanaya Nolan. She is your homecoming queen. Pick things up in the third quarter. Bucks with the ball. Shamarian Landrum, man, he runs angrily. Look at this stiff arm. Derrick Henry would approve of it as the man goes down and he's tackled inside the 5-yard line. That will lead to this. Cameron Swain, his backfield mate, right up the gut, untouched. Touchdown for Buckhorn, 28-14 at that point. Lee would go 3 and out, and then back come the Bucks once again. This time it goes in the hands of Mr. Landrum. He goes right up the gut, cuts a little bit outside, and then he's off to the races. 25-yard touchdown right there for Buckhorn. They're up 35-14 at that point. Buckhorn goes on the win tonight by a final of 38-14, spoiling Lee's homecoming. Next week, Buckhorn, they've got a bye, while Lee will take on Decatur. How about Mae Jemison? They were off to a 2-0 start in region play, putting that on the line tonight against Fort Payne. First quarter, Wildcats knocking on the door. Zach Bornador escaping pressure, then throws one across the middle, and it's caught by Blake Griggs. Wildcats extend their lead to 10-0. Now, bad situation for Mae Jemison. They're punting deep in their own end zone, and Riker Ingle crumbing straight through, untouched, blocking the punt. Even the camera person doesn't even know where the ball is. Well, it went in the back of the end zone. That's a safety. 12-0 Fort Payne. Following the kick, Wildcats back in the red zone. Caden Adams right up the gut. He's untouched. 18-yard touchdown. Add one more point. It's now 19-0. Fort Payne on top. Next possession for Fort Payne. Bornador going to the air again, going up top to Brandon Oliver. He beats 2 men for for a touchdown as number 8 takes it in for 6. Let's check out your final from out east. Fort Payne goes on to win in a rout. Your final score, 49-6 over May Jemison. Next week, Jemison will take on Sparkman, while Fort Payne will take on Mortimer Jordan. Hey, we had a lot of great games out east, especially in Guntersville, as the Tigers took on Arab. Stay tuned for those highlights.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Whataburger.
Joint pain doesn't have to be a part of aging. If you long for the days of being more physically active, Regenesis can help.
Regenesis is a medical facility focused on regenerative medicine. Much of what we do is help folks heal their joints so they don't have to face joint replacement and keep them healthy long into the twilight years.
Free yourself of joint pain with Regenesis Gold Standard Stem Cell Therapy. Call or click today to make your appointment with Dr. Charles Lee.
Hey, bud, you know there's no allowance in playing video games. Better get to folding that laundry. Yes, ma'am.
There's no time like the present to teach your kids about earning and saving. But who says we can't have fun doing it? Through December 28th, Redstone Federal Credit Union is helping our youngest members level up their savings by matching up to $200 of their average daily balance. That means doing the dishes, mowing the grass, or just bringing that piggy bank to the local branch could be worth double. Open your kids' first savings account by December 28th and level up their savings.
If, like most people, you love your phone, like can't eat, can't sleep, can't not have it by your side,
my phone.
Or you'll be totally lost, kinda love, but you don't love your big cell phone bill or spotty reception. Check out Mediacom Mobile. Unbeatable nationwide coverage on a reliable 5G mobile network. Plus, we've got some really incredible prices, too. Keep the phone you love, but love it even more. Mediacom Mobile.
Feeling unnoticed in your current job? Step into a brighter career with Lee Company, where career options are plentiful and your expertise is valued. Grow with a company that builds the future. Elevate your career. Experience the power of a unified team. Together, we keep industries thriving. Residential, commercial, construction, industrial. The career options are endless. Be part of a legacy 80-plus years strong. Lee Company. Build your career here.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like...
Hey Google, turn on Rocky's Food.
It's like the ultimate connection. See why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy and recommended by Consumer Reports. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000, like Rogue with 2.9% financing for 60 months.
Welcome back to First Down Friday Night. We had a highly anticipated matchup between the Arab Knights and the Guntersville Wildcats. Let's go to the start of the second half. Guntersville up 7. On 4th and 1, Arab tries the quarterback sneak, but the Wildcats are there to get to him before he crosses the line, keeping him from converting. That's a turnover on downs. It's Wildcat ball. All right, Guntersville will take this next one all the way. Julian Jordan runs to his left, gets into the end zone. Wildcats push their lead to 14. Arab, they'd start the fourth quarter strong. Here you see quarterback Drew Puccio dropping back and taking off, bringing it all the way to the house. There he is, showing off his skills. It's 14-6 now. They have the guts to try to go for a fake field goal. And Logan Aldridge, he's fooling everyone, even our cameraman. He's in for the 2 points. Our score now is 14-8 in favor of Guntersville. Let's take a look at your final score. Guntersville goes on to win this one by a final score of 17-15. Next week, Arab takes on Madison Academy. Guntersville, they can kick their feet up. They've got a bye week.
That was a really close one with the #1 ranked team in the state. Black and Gold affair out there in Russellville tonight. Golden Tigers playing host to the Ardmore Tigers. Golden Tigers knocking on the door. Whit Goodman firing across the middle, and it is caught somehow by Gunnar Sappington for the first touchdown of the night. Russellville on top, 7-0. Off to the second quarter we go now, and it will be a Goodwin running the read option. Watch as he freezes the defensive end and then scores easily. 14-0. Russellville up at the half. Here's a great indicator that that it is halftime, Simon. You get the halftime band as a cutaway shot. So let's continue on in the second half. Ardmore getting on the board. Alex King eventually fires a laser across the middle. He finds his man right there. Great catch by the Ardmore receiver, making it 17-7. But, you know, we're talking about Russellville. We have not mentioned this man's name yet. Cam Fennessy finally making an appearance in the third quarter, and he finds the end zone at the same moment. He makes it 24-7 at that point. As we check out your final from out west, Russellville goes on to win by a final of 38-7. Next week, Ardmore will take on Madison County in a battle of the Cats, while Russellville, they'll take a much-needed bye.
And over at Trammell Stadium, Scottsboro hosted Sardis in 5A Region 8 action. Tyler Van, head coach Scottsboro, undefeated in 4 games so far in his first year over there. All right, Wildcats get the ball second. They only need 2 plays to make good on that possession. Quarterback Jake Jones takes it off on a design QB keeper. He's got a gap and survives a swing of a Sardis defender. That's Lowry Wiggins with the turnover try. But off to the races goes the quarterback. He's hardly touched. It's 7-0 home team with 9:22 to go in the first. After a turnover on downs, Scottsboro will be back in the red zone. A 40-yard pass put him there, and a push little forward in on a running play would get him into the end zone. It's Brandon Edmondson Jr. with a handoff of the score, 14-0 at that point. Second quarter now, Edmondson will get to use his legs a little bit, not just falling forward. He gets to run all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. He goes 55 yards to put his team up 21-0 at that point in the second quarter. Let's take a look at your final score in this one, 45-7. Scottsboro lays the smackdown on Sardis. They take on Alexandria, Sardis that is, next week. Scottsboro taking on Central Clay County.
Over in Priceville, the East Limestone Indians taking on the Priceville Bulldogs. Little over 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Score tied at 14. Indians with the ball. It'll be Landon Cochran, the handoff to Adrian Villa, and he is going nowhere, and he is brought down for no gain on the play. Then it'll be Cochran getting it back over to Villa once again, and guess what? The same thing happens again. That Priceville defense is stuffing the competition. Priceville now with the ball. Sheldon Graham looking for a man, and he finds Sincere Baker down the field, connecting to bring them within striking distance. Eventually, Graham with the quick handoff to Xavier Camel, and I can't really make a Camel reference. I'll just say he just gets enough to put Priceville up by 6. But why not add more? Ball will go to number 21, Colton Madewell, and Madewell will make good on this one. Touchdown, Priceville up by 8 at the half. Check out your final score from across the river. Priceville goes on to win 36-20 over East Limestone. Next week, it's the Battle of Limestone. It's East Limestone against West Limestone. On Priceville, they've got a bye. Time for a break in football. Jordan, what's the weather going to look like?
The calendar says it's the last official weekend of summer. It's going to feel more like midsummer as opposed to early fall across the Tennessee Valley. Definitely going to be a warm weekend. We'll talk about it in great detail here in just a bit.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. And your Ford dealer is the place to start. With a full lineup of vehicles and available powertrains. Get your ideal combination of power and capability with gas, hybrid, or all electric. But more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it.
Get 2.9% for 60 months, plus up to $4,000 in total savings on a 2024 Explorer. Only at your local Ford dealer.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor. And the potential to take you anywhere. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing for 36 months. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado LT.
Workplace injuries can happen at any time. Regenesis can help you get back on your feet quickly.
Recovery time is very expensive for businesses and individuals that are self-employed. And so businesses, we can get your employee back on the job very quickly without 6 months off the job and enormous medical costs. These procedures are very, very cost effective.
Free yourself of joint pain with Regenesis Gold Standard Stem Cell Therapy. Call or click today to make your appointment with Dr. Charles Lee.
This is what being a NASCAR fan is all about. Singular history and tradition.
Thank you everybody for coming out. This is so special.
Unmatched on-track intensity.
We gotta go.
And triple-header playoffs action to ratchet up the stakes. Throw in a can't-miss concert. camping, and the legendary atmosphere of Talladega Boulevard. And you've got more than a race. You've got Talladega. Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
You're not a number or a diagnosis. You're a person with unique health needs. And you deserve a community pharmacy that provides personalized care and budget-friendly prices. We're here to help you reach your health goals so you can feel your best and keep doing what you love. Visit us and experience the difference your Community Health Mart pharmacy can make. Here, we take the time to listen and care.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by your Community Health Mart Pharmacy. Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
Hey, good evening. Hope you've had a fantastic Friday. Hope you got to enjoy some great high school football, and I hope you're ready to enjoy some fantastic college football tomorrow. It is the last weekend of summer, but you would almost never know that fall is on the horizon, because it is definitely going to feel like midsummer as opposed to late summer across the Tennessee Valley. Look what I have for you on Saturday. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures starting the day in the upper 60s. We're going to finish the day in the low and mid 90s. Got a high right around 94 degrees. 70 degrees on Sunday, 94 on Sunday afternoon. A mix of sunshine and cloud cover. Overall, going to be a really nice day. Sunday is, of course, the first official day of fall. There's your weekend. Saturday and Sunday, 94, 94. 94 once again on Monday. Now temperatures do begin to drop off a little bit as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. 91 down to 86, 82, 81 next Thursday and Friday.
Thank you, Jordan. Sportsmanship, a quality you hear all the time with athletes. We're about to meet a group of middle school football players in Morgan County who are tested on every sense of the word of sportsmanship. Their situation, unique, and you'll learn why. But first, let's meet them. Here's a look. On the football field.
I come to win.
At Brewer High School.
You gotta have the want to. You're good.
These middle school football players are fired up.
Ready to go.
But this isn't your typical football team.
Why do you put your effort into it? I got this.
See, they're players from 4 different schools that make up one squad. Players like
Dylan Whitehead, Union Hill School, and I play left tackle and right defensive end.
My name is Hayden Cottle. I am from Eva School, and I play quarterback.
I'm Hunter Hargrove. I'm from Kateka, and I play outside linebacker. I do kick return, kickoff, and I do tight end.
My name is Max Walls. I play right tackle, center, and middle linebacker, and I'm from Lacey Springs.
kids from different parts of Morgan County coming together for something their schools couldn't do on their own.
My friends told me about it, and they said they needed some players, and I decided I wanted to try out.
The Brewer Patriots have been around for a couple of years, and this year.
We've played 3 games so far.
But
it's just different.
Different because
you play with a lot more people than you did from different schools.
A team during football season rivals the rest of the year.
It's a whole different feeling because, you know, you're playing against them. And then you have to go with them.
We played basketball against each other. It was really good rivalries. We beat their Lacey basketball team for the first time in 12U.
And along the way, the football team has learned some lessons.
I learned not only losing a game, you're learning from your mistakes.
Some of the players experiencing adversary on, but also off the field.
My dad passing away the Monday that we played, our very first game. It affected me because I just known in the middle of the third quarter of that game, I figured that out, and that's right before I scored the 3 touchdowns, and it affected me, but not only did it affect me, it affected how I said stuff to the team, which made them want to work harder.
Channeling that drive and working harder is what they plan to do.
We've lost our 3 games, but I think if we keep practicing, we can win one.
Wow, such drive from these middle school players. The Brewer Patriots will play against Dora on this coming Monday.
Isha, let's take a look back at Thursday action. It's Stark Town coming into the Tennessee Valley Central area to take on Decatur Heritage. Take a look at the kickoff right here. It's a dream start for the Eagles. Harrison Hardy doesn't even make it look hard. taking it to the house. Kickoff return for a touchdown. It's already 7-0. Decatur Heritage Eagles get the ball right back, and on the first play of the drive, well, they find the end zone again. Savarius Evans of Decatur Heritage doubling the lead with the touchdown run right here. It's now 14-0. Eagles would force the safety and add 2 more points onto the board. Then on the free kick, well, they add another score. It's Daniel Taylor Jr. this time taking it to the house. This is looking all too familiar, Simon. Literally, it looks like the Eagles are just running up and down the field. Eagles get the ball right back, and it's Taylor Jr. again. This time getting to the doorstep and getting into the end zone. 30-0 Decatur Heritage at this point. Now, look, this was only the second pass of the game thrown by the Eagles. It's a swing pass to Paxton Tarver, who just does not give up on the play. He was like, I ain't got nothing in front of me. Let's just run all the way back across the field. He's got a convoy, and he finds the end zone right here. 37-0 at that point. Let's check out your final from last night. Decatur Heritage rolls over Thorptown 68-0. Thorptown will take on Vina, while Decatur Heritage will have a bye. All right, coming up next, we head to the classification where the big boys play. We're talking about Class 7A. We've got that coming up next.
New Zaxby's Chicken Finger Melt begs the question, how much can you melt in a melt? 3 chicken fingers, hardwood smoked bacon, Jack and cheddar cheese, griddled to perfection with sweet and tangy maple Dijon or Zax sauce.
Whew, that's a mouthful. No, a meltful. Woo, saucy. Zaxby's.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger. For thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And low prices that add up to big savings, like over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like...
Hey Google, turn on Rocky's Food.
It's like the ultimate connection. See why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy and recommended by Consumer Reports. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000, like Rogue with 2.9% financing for 60 months.
Everything is so expensive these days.
Not everything. Budget Brakes will fix your brakes for the best price in town and give you a lifetime guarantee.
Budget Brakes. Brakes starting at just $100.
Hey Lexus, show alternate routes.
Future. Sometimes it's a work in progress. Other times it's pretty well thought out. The tech forward and tech ready Lexus NX.
Titans football on Fox.
Let's go! Hopkins, what a catch!
Sunday NFL doubleheader is on Fox 54.
Tom Brady, the broadcaster? Why do it? Tommy, why?
Yeah, Tommy. Why don't you lay on a beach getting fat on pina coladas? They don't understand that our football journey isn't even close to done. Because you're Tom freaking Brady.
One day, I'm gonna be the greatest there ever was.
Back to work.
Fox 54 7-day forecast is sponsored by Best Care Home Services.
Over at Madison City Stadium, Bob Jones hosted Florence in a 7A showdown. Patriots cooking with gas in the opening drive. They hand it off to Caleb Saunders. He bounces off a tackle. He's going to pick up a huge chunk of yardage for a first down. He goes deep in Falcons territory. A few plays later, Bob Jones would hit pay dirt, pointing up to the sky after the touchdown as Samuel Monroe, after he punches it in for 6 points. They'd lead 7-0 after the successful point after.
Kelvis.
There he is. His head coach. All right, let's go to the second quarter now. Florence with the ball. You see Kay Davis flying across the middle for a first down and some. You get some more on that. Jamarian Reeder puts up the burners, and he'll be brought down on the near sidelines. The Patriots bring him down at the 5. One play later, the Falcons get on the board. Kalan Trippitt crosses the plane. There you see him falling forward. Florence ties the game at 7. We had all tied up at 7 at that point. And let's go on and take a look at your final score, Morel. Why don't we? 26-23. Overtime was needed to decide this one as Florence takes the big win in 7A action. All right, next week, Florence goes to Austin. Bob Jones, they've got Gadsden City.
That Florence-Austin game is going to be huge because remember, it was supposed to be played last week. Austin playing a visit to Albertville. Making quick work out of things right here as the running back punches it in to the end zone. The referee will confirm it. Touchdown Black Bears. They lead 7-0. Albertville would try to respond. However, their quarterback would get sacked by DeMarcus Orr, and it will turn out to be a turnover on downs. Now the Aggies get the ball on the 1-yard line, and Austin takes advantage of it. They're able to tackle the running back in the end zone and force a safety. They didn't do a dance, though, so it's only 9-0 Black Bears on top. Austin once again taking advantage of the momentum. Their quarterback, Jason Davis, rolling out, and finds Nashawn Bannister into the end zone for a touchdown. 16-0 before you know it. Austin on top, and they roll tonight. Your final score, Austin 50, Albertville 6. Next week, as we mentioned, Austin takes on Florence in a huge battle in the shows, while Albertville will take on Grissom.
Just up the road from the Fox 54 studios at Lewis Cruz, Grissom, James Clemens, they met in some Huntsville-Madison action. Pick it up near the end of the first quarter. Grissom already has a 6-0 lead by way of a return fumble. Grissom Seth Lieben, he hits Tristan Taylor on a slant, and he goes all the way for the touchdown. It would be a 12-0 lead at that point.
How about Grissom?
That's right, making some noise is the kids from South Huntsville. And there you see the students getting after it, having a little fun at A&M. All right, midway through the second quarter, Jacoby Gill drops back, looks left, fires left, got Ty Dowdy. He gets one tackle, a little shimmy shake action, slides out of a tackle try, and takes it to the end zone. Extra point is good. It's 12-7 Grissom. Later in the first half, Grissom attempts a punt from deep in their own territory. Hunter can't handle it, Mo. What we call it, special teams. You got to be especially good on that side of the ball. James Clemens takes over at the Grissom 10-yard line. On the ensuing possession, James Clemens elects to go for it on fourth down. They'd be rewarded for their risk as Gill keeps it and manages to power his way through the pile into the end zone for the score. The extra point was good. James Clemens led 14-12 with less than 3 minutes in the first half. Let's take a look at your final score. James Clemens goes on to win by 20 points. 38-18 is our final. James Clemens would take on Spain Park next week. Grissom, they've got Albertville.
So Grissom was outscored 38-6 following the early lead. All right, we'll drop down to Class 3A on the other side of the break. Sylvania, Whitesburg Christian, Collinsville, and Asbury. Those lights are all up next.
How do Planet Fitness members feel about having access to tons of equipment in the judgment-free zone for $15 a month? Join Planet Fitness today for $15 a month.
Join the judgment-free zone today. Deal ends soon, so sign up now.
Chevy gets it. I want it, and I can afford it can be one and the same. With Chevy Trax, a car and driver 10 best. The rugged Chevy Trailblazer. And Chevy Colorado, Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Chevy, all you want is all within reach. Connected by OnStar.
It's Chevy truck season. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Colorado pickups. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance with GM Financial. See your Tennessee Valley Chevy dealers.
This is what being a NASCAR fan is all about. Singular history and tradition.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. This is so special.
Unmatched on-track intensity.
We gotta go.
And triple-header playoffs action to ratchet up the stakes. Throw in a can't-miss concert, camping, and the legendary atmosphere of Talladega Boulevard. And you've got more than a race. You've got Talladega. Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
Feeling unnoticed in your current job? Step into a brighter career with Lee Company, where career options are plentiful and your expertise is valued. Grow with a company that builds the future. Elevate your career. Experience the power of a unified team. Together, we keep industries thriving. Residential, commercial, construction, industrial. The career options are endless. Be part of a legacy 80-plus years strong. Lee Company. Build your career here.
Mazda, where can people get their credit approved?
The approval you seek, young grasshopper, is at University Kia.
The Credit Clinic is back today and tomorrow at University Kia. If you bring home $350 per week, the Credit Clinic wants to prove you so you can drive away in your new Kia today. Like a new 2024 Kia Forte for only $159 per month. And don't prejudge your credit. If you bring home $350 per week, the Credit Clinic wants to prove you today. Don't miss the Credit Clinic today and tomorrow. Only at University Kia.
How do Planet Fitness members feel about having access to tons of equipment in the judgment-free zone for $15 a month? Join Planet Fitness today for $15 a month.
Join the judgment-free zone today. Deal ends soon, so sign up now.
Two teams desperate for wins this week were Raglan and Woodville. Purple Devils are 0-4 this season, haven't won a game since last October. Panthers 1-3 on the year, but got blanked last week 48-0. All right, teams traded scores early in this one, but the Panthers had a chance to end the first half on a high note. Goal-to-goal situation with under 10 seconds to go. Woodville pushing it forward after 5 tries and a timeout in between. They get to John Williams, and he gets them a tie, extra point away from a tie at 21. But we'd stay at 21-20 after this extra point. Squirted left. Nope, that's not going to cut it.
Into the night.
Special teams, Morrell.
4th time you said that tonight.
Yep. First time with it out of the half. Purple Devils put up some points just from around midfield. Antoine Byers in the gun, taking the snap, faking the handoff to Aaron Lee. And what a fake it is, as Byers disappears to the right side of the line and on to the sideline. He just trots and goes all the way to the end zone with ease, really. He's in for the touchdown. And it would be more after that. They wanted a couple more points. They fade out to the left and right into the breadbasket. Ethan Everett makes the catch. Blown coverage by Woodville, Mo. That gets us to a 30-20 score early in the third quarter. All right, let's take a look at your final score in this one. High-scoring affair in total. Raglan did the most of it. 50-20 is our final. Raglan takes on Fayetteville next week. Woodville, they got Brindley Mountain.
Let's head over to Gurley. Whitesburg Christian playing host to Sylvania. Let's see what the Warriors could do against the Rams. Sylvania starting off with the ball and quickly making their way down the field. The Rams hand it off to Aiden Parham, and watch as he will rush not only down the field for a first down, he's going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. Sylvania already on top, 7-0. Now Whitesburg briefly holds the possession, but soon the ball is back in the hands of the Rams. More of the same from Sylvania. Griffin Turner hands it off to Aiden Parham, and we get the same result. Touchdown Rams, 14-0. Sylvania now on top. Whitesburg fails again to keep a possession for long, and it's Sylvania's ball once again. Quarterback Griffin Turner, what do you think he's going to do, Simon? Well, he's not going to hand it off to Parham this time. Actually, he throws it to John Robert Dixon, the man with 3 names, gives Sylvania another touchdown, 21-0 at that point. Let's check out your final score as Sylvania rolls into the area tonight and wins 49-21. Next week, Sylvania will take on Plainview, while Whitesburg Christian will take on Gadsden.
We had a Thursday night throwdown in 3A. Collinsville visiting Asbury. Asbury still looking for win number 1 on both the season and against Collinsville all time. Collinsville made quick work of the Rams score, got all of their possessions in the first half. Here you see an easy handoff from Mason McAteer to Quintavious Rogers. He says, too easy. Coming out of the end zone. 7-0 Panthers with the point after. 6:23 to go in the first quarter. Rogers needed to use all 6 feet of his frame to make this play, reaching just over the goal line after rushing up the middle to get the touchdown. 14-0 with the extra point. Third time with the ball, straddled the first and second quarters with a brief intermission. Didn't stall the momentum. It took 2 tries at the goal line, but only delayed the inevitable. Rogers with a draw up the gut. 21-0 on the scoreboard after his 3rd touchdown of the game. Aaron Herrera's 3rd PAT as well. Let's talk about calling your own number. All-purpose back number 5, Quintavious Rogers, would score 5 times in this game. He'd let some others have some fun too, as you see fullback Jeremiah Killian getting in on the action with a score on this next play. But Rogers, he does the most in this one. A huge win for Collinsville as we take a look at your final score. 62-0. That's tough sledding for Asbury the rest of the way. Collinsville, they take on Sandrock. DAR is up next for Asbury. We'll wrap up the show next when we return.
Aqua Living now has 14 hot tubs under $49.99. Our patent-pending Thermofill will fill your hot tub with hot water on demand, then drain it when you're done, eliminating the need for chemicals and high electric bills. Shop us now at shophottubs.com.
Skincare can start in the laundry room. That's why I always recommend All Free Clear for sensitive skin. It's free of dyes and perfumes.
It's a key part of my self-care routine and is gentle for my skin and hers too.
For an effective clean that's gentle on skin, all you need is All Free Clear.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like...
Hey, Google, turn on Rocky's food.
It's like the ultimate connection. See why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy and recommended by Consumer Reports. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000, like Rogue with 2.9% financing for 60 months.
If you've been dreaming of RV travel, now's the time to shop. The huge Motto Year closeout sale is finally here. Like this 2024 Keystone Montana, slashed over $24,000 off. With designer touches and 3 slides, this 5th wheel is a super value. Or check out the 2024 Springdale Mini that sleeps 5 on sale for only $13,586. Shop now to save thousands.
The only way to go is in a Bankston Motorhome.
Hey, Brian Reed and Chief here with Best Care Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Is your sewer line backed up? Call the Rooter experts at Best Care and ask for any drain, anytime for $79. We'll inspect the sewer line using our state-of-the-art Rooter Vision camera system. Our trained experts can diagnose the problem quickly and offer the most effective solutions. From kitchen faucets to toilets to sewers, call Best Care Plumbing, Heating, and Air for all your plumbing needs. And remember, your number 2 is our number 1.
You deserve the best. Best Care Home Services.
Fox 54 7-day forecast is sponsored by Best Care Home Services.
Each week we get nominations for our MVP of the week, and for this week it is your quarterback, Johnny Jackson. I was in Madison on Thursday morning to present Bob Jones senior quarterback Johnny Jackson with our First Down Friday Night MVP of Week 3 award. Last week he had over 200 yards of offense and 4 touchdowns in just the first half in a 27-point victory over the Grissom Tigers.
Now, did you see a great performance this week, whether on our airwaves or live and in person? If so, nominate that standout for the First Down Friday Night MVP of the Week award. Just send an email to news@fox54.com. You can head over to the MVP section of the sports page at fox54.com.
Of course, this is a simple process. We need the player's name, the school, the position, and most importantly, the stats from their last game. And of course, we always hook you up with the award by way of Whataburger. And of course, look, I know these guys are great model citizens of the community, and they do good things in their church, but we need to know what they actually did on the gridiron.
Yeah, you got to be our eyes and ears everywhere. We can't be everywhere. I know you might think we're everywhere with all the highlights of all the games that we show every week on this fine television program, but there's some corners of this viewing area you might have been at that we couldn't see. So show us your standout and get them on TV.
Absolutely, and we'll make our way to that location on next week to introduce you to a new winner. Real quick, big weekend coming up. You're going to Auburn. What do you think the Tigers are going to be able to do?
I think they're going to be able to hold off the pressure that's mounting for their new quarterback. I think they're going to look good. They've had a full week with this new starter as the main guy, Hank Brown, and I think he's going to kind of come into form. Arkansas is not going to roll over. They don't do that. Pittman's teams don't do that, but I like Auburn by a couple scores.
All right, so he'll be at Auburn versus Arkansas. Nick will be at UNA against Tarleton State. Coach Brent Dearman and company still looking for win number 1.
And Edwin White-Schultz, he's back in the lineup after serving an academic suspension the first 4 weeks of the season. So he's their senior leader. He's their best defensive player, and he's a real asset on targeting the ball, and he's going to be a real help in kind of generating more possessions for UNA.
Absolutely, and don't forget Alabama A&M on the road in Clarksville, Tennessee, taking on Austin Peay, their first FCS opponent of the year. Is a prenup until what eventually rolls on with them going into SWAC play on next week. So lots of great games of the week, and you guys will have it all covered throughout the entire weekend. Tune in to Fox 54 tomorrow night and also on sports-xtra on Sunday night. For the entire crew, I'm Mo Carter, he's Simon Williams, and we had Nick Kuzma in the field. Have a great night, great weekend. We'll see you next time.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Whataburger, your community health mart pharmacy, and Regenesis.
How do Planet Fitness members